One piece. Let's go. Over here, over here. There he is.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans.
He's making a switch. And B's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Butler's checked in. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Gilgeous Alexander. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Butler. Then there's Doncic, and it's KD in at the small forward.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Just doing the job on the back.
They've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Maxey's checked in for Halliburton. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Booker, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. The West again cannot hit.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And the basket by MP.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. Over Maxey. Doncic, no good. The East leading by 9. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, a screen. And the basket by SGA.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The West trails by 13. Here's SGA. That one doesn't go. Good defense by MP. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. MP's got 22.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Barnes out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's MP in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Star.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Got that one up quick.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Curry's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Paolo Banchero's checked in for the East. James checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
MP, no good. And the West All-Stars have possession. No good from Booker.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
That's good from Banchero on the assist from Ingram. 6 points for Paolo Banchero. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And some changes here for the East. Giannis, he's checked in for Zubac, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Ingram. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Booker. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Curry. And the rejection by MP. Halliburton kicks to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars?
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the flat.
Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now. Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
The 3 from MP. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 37.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's MP, and that one off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 39.
Well, his scoring has helped him build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
The 3 from MP, and another 3 from the East.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the West. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Booker fires for 3. Again, the miss by Booker. The 3 from MP. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. MP's got 45 points. Now, SGA. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. MP has been leading the charge for the East. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store.
It's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. And West also making a switch. Butler's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Jimmy Butler is out there with Durant. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Doncic in at the 2-guard. Durant for 3. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, SGA misses the 3. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shoots from the elbow. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. MP's got 53.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here. Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. And it's Doncic missing. And here's the East. They're on an 11-3 run. MP, good.
You know, MP's starting to look good there from the mid-range.
And so here are the West All-Stars. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Feeds it from downtown.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Durant in the corner. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. KD's got 11 in the second half. And here's MP for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a huge... Well, we're back in a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
We've got Johnson. Tyrese Maxey out there with MP. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Barnes in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Good on the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And here is Doncic. Butler on the way. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. MP with it. From deep three-point territory. Here's Barnes. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the East All-Stars.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Beyond the arc. And the West hit again from deep.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Doncic against MP. And all he can win that time before dropping in. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Here's MP. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Curry with a wide-open look. And the West hit again from deep.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And the East has possession. Ingram finds MP. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The man has no heart, and that's poor.
Oh, he's a high flyer.
Look at that elevation and throw down. Oh! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game. To see plays just like that.
GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
From 20 feet out, LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The offensive rebound. Here's Wembanyama. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
MP deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. Outside Durant. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA on the follow.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well.
And another miss by the East.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
The East making a switch. Zubats is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Pass to Doncic. A 3 from Wembanyama. And the rejection by MP. "20 seconds left in the fourth. And MP throws it down.
Whoa, a solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
feeling any numbness?
I don't think so. No, I'm not.
Oh, well, there's some bruising around the eye. How many fingers am I holding up?
2. Come on, Doc. Any more riddles?
It's probably a bruised orbital bone.
Well, can I still play?
Yeah. As long as you wear this mask, it'll protect you from injuring the bone further. We can reevaluate you tomorrow and consider more options.
How you feel about that, MP?
I'm good. I mean, kind of looks fire, actually. So, yeah. A little mask ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna put this thing on. I'll become the best villain in the NBA.
All right, MP, you want to tell the people how you got hurt?
We was going too hard in practice. Caught a stray elbow to the face. Things happen, so no big deal.
That's fair. Well, this is the final game in our video series about beating the best teams in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah. It's kind of perfect, actually. I said it when we were stuck on the bus, but athletes always got to deal with challenges. That's what the job is. This is textbook fashion, bro. Like, an attractive person pulling off something crazy doesn't get better than that.
I'm not sure that's the textbook definition of fashion, but you know what? Now that I'm getting...
I'm being told MP will be wearing a face mask for tonight's game after injuring his orbital bone in pregame warm-ups. MP told me he's not worried about it affecting his performance.
About game time, bring the pain time.
GA, if you're a team that's serious about playoff seeding, you're viewing this as the home stretch, aren't you? He's checked in for Milwaukee. And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And no doubt anymore that MP wasn't making a false claim, right? They've been handling the best competition in the league with ease. They're a team that looks built for the pressure of the postseason.
Good, another from three.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Here's Murray Boyle. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 4. MP outside. Down low. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by MP.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. MP really making a difference here.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Zhang comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Porter. The Raptors also with a sub. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And here's MP for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Raptors trail by 7. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Ingram outside. Over Prince. To end the run. Nice shot by Pirtle.
And this is where Pirtle has great value to his team. Offensive rebound. He's just hanging around the glass.
MP. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. MP's got 17 now. To the right side. Here's Shed. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And another area of success for them is easy shots.
Portis is out there with Zhang. Then there's Rollins. Then there's Prince. And it's MP in at the 2 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Jim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
And it's Pirtle at the elbow. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
And here's MP, and again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Guys, I checked in on MP's status for this game, and he will be available to play full minutes. But you may notice a change. The trainers have recommended that he wear a mask to prevent any further facial injury. But if you ask MP, he'll tell you he's just happy to get on the court. Back over to you.
Yep, mask on, mask off. He's focused on the mission, not the mask. Thanks. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Turner's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jang. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Taurean Prince. And here's Connects again from distance.
And he's shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long.
And the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all a result of long hours, and boy, how about the reps he's put up behind the scenes.
Ingram outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 5 to shoot to stop the run. That one's not going to go. Milwaukee leading by 14. From deep, Giannis. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort, and let's give credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
MP's shot is good.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Ingram outside. Over MP. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Rollins with the bucket. Rollins got his first 2 points.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
They've definitely been more opportunistic. They have pushed the pace every time they've had the chance.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Yeah, he is racking up big numbers right now, and I just think they're going to continue to give the ball to Quickly with the night he's having.
MP, no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And it's Quickly missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 40 points.
MP looking solid from there.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Lets it go with the 3. And Emmanuel quickly gets the 3.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
MP has been leading the charge for the Bucks. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Back to the action in just a minute.
Defensively, play like you care, that's all.
Well, there's also a talent gap, right? I mean, what can they do about that tonight?
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Checking out Toronto, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Zhang comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And MP, he's subbed in for Rollins. The Raptors also with a sub. Shed's checked in. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Setting the floor for the Raptors. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly and Murray Boyles in at the center. Pass to Murray Boyles. Back to Quickly. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Drops in the layup for two. Quickly's got 6 here in this quarter.
And certainly Quickly is not afraid to attack that painted area if he sees an opening.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Ingram wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are...
And again for 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. 14 foul. Substitution on the court. Hamu Kelishvili passes to Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shed. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. Good defense by MP. There's the 3. Good. Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick.
With a whole new lineup now. And Toronto making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. MP out there with Rollins. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. MP kicks to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Pass to MP. And good offensive onslaught.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even. What a night tonight it was for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
MP deciding where to go with it. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
And here is MP. The three. Good, he hits again.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied.
Just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Wow, this feels good.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Ms. Harkin.
A new look for you tonight, MP, but it didn't seem to hinder you too much. How much did the mask affect you, if at all?
You get used to it. It's no big deal, honestly.
When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W's. But we'll see.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. MP is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Now here's Daniels. Off target from three-point range. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, when MP gets in the open floor on the break like that, watch out.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's McCollum. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game.
So comfortable off the feed. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really come into his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocks some things for him.
Alexander Walker, no good on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Crosses over. The rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Foul. Second team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Johnson a screen on MP. Outside, Alexander Walker. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. MP, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Got it.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo. Pick and rolls because the D has no answers for it.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A bit early to pick up foul number 2. He's got to be on his best behavior now.
And the Bucks making a change here. Rollins is checked in. Group substitution here for Atlanta. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Johnson. Risache, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Buddy Hield in for Alexander Walker. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Milwaukee. MP comes in for Porter Jr. So on the floor for Milwaukee, at the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Then it's MP. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Rollins in at the 1. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He dropped 69 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory.